just a hint. So she looks like a diva. Alright, that's a little bright. If you make it a little bright and they go, ah! Sometimes they do scream. Most of the time I scream, they don't. You can come in with a dry sponge and just erase it. So you don't do heavy pressure, but it literally will just take off the top layer and get you down to the level you want without removing any of your product. All right, so now I always move into my eyebrows. I like to do brow mascara first. It is the first step I do. It helps me control any wild hairs and it helps tint whatever hairs they have. And it, for some people, is enough. It feels like that's enough for their whole eyebrow. Other people, you then will fine tune. Close your eyes. Close. You want their eyebrows to be in a rested position because people will naturally hold their eyebrows up in a weird place. You're like, I can't tell if they're balanced because you hold them weird, so.
Usually I see people like do lines all over with the pencil and all that. I was like, that's easy.
Well, I'm not done. And then I will come in, relax, close, and I can do my sharper edges.
Oh, and you're just using powder.
Powder looks more natural on camera and it wears longer than pencil. Pencil melts off.
It does before.
And we lose our tails by the end of the day. And you're like, oh, where'd your tail go? But powder will stick and absorb moisture, and so it hangs on as we sweat. Unless you wipe at it, it stays. So powder also photographs better because there's no shine, so it looks like your natural hair. It absorbs light, and so it looks like that's just your natural eyebrow. I'm a cheapskate and lazy, so I will find the best, easiest steps. Ask a lazy person to do something, they will find the fastest, easiest way to do it, and that is me.
So the eyebrow color, how do you match them?
Well, we do have an eyebrow lesson coming up.
Okay.
So it's 1 to 2 shades lighter than what's on their head.
Okay.
So generally use 2 or 3 shades depending upon, like, she already has like some microblading in there. So I can just use a shade that's lighter than her hair and we're gonna be fine because the hair there and the microblading is gonna darken up whatever I put on there. If we had bare skin underneath and she was a little patchy, I would do 1 to 2 shades lighter and then some darker that exactly match the hair to fill in any gaps to get a nice even eyebrow. Okay, but in her case we can just use one color.